on behalf of the Governing Council and management of the Institute of General Council in Nigeria, I congratulate the incoming chairman and other executive members of ICAN and this society of ICAN. I especially felicitate with you, Mr. Olusegun Okunade, FCA, on your investor, and congratulate you, the incoming executive team of the Pace-Setter district of this, on this inauguration. Now, I want to be educated. This Pace-Setter district, is it the motto of ICAN and this society, or is it based on antecedents of the city, of the district? Why am I asking this question? Yesterday, this time, we were in Calabar for the investiture of the 10th chairman of Calabar and this society, and we are told that Calabar and this society is the first this society inaugurated in 1966. However, earlier on I read that Indigo and this society was the first when it was inaugurated in 1976. From what is before me now, I was told that I read that the ICAN and this society, the first chairman was 1982. So the place that I did in terms of establishment or creation of the district, or because of antecedents in terms of ID, because for this year I will be a flag bearer, and I would like to speak on the position of knowledge and information for me. So you can give me the answer later. Oh, sorry, my Oga Alajaraza Jaila would like to say. Oh, IPP, no, I would like to. And except that I wouldn't like to give her the microphone because she's a member of the ICAN and this society. So I hope there will be no bias. Okay, madam.
Thank you, Mr. President. You ask a question, you get an answer. The reason for answering Pace-Setter district is not the information here, but what we stand for. We are first in everything in terms of progress, in terms of establishment, procedure, other things that you can pick up in ICAN. We are there, we are Pace-Setter, we set the pace, others follow. So
do you agree with her? Are you sure? So I have no option than to agree and to accept. Moreover, when it comes from your boss, you cannot argue with your boss. I recognize all the dignitaries, families, friends, and colleagues of the incoming chairman and the other executive members for attending this auspicious occasion and encouraging us all to give the executive members the support they need to succeed in this new role. With our support, the task ahead of them will be easily surmountable. I commend the outgoing leadership of ICAN and the Society of ICAN, ably led by Mrs. Taibat Mahalamu, FCA. You have indeed sustained the phenomenal profile of the district and set a notable precedent for subsequent leadership. I want to appreciate you and let you know that your numerous sacrifices and commitment in promoting accuracy and integrity and ICAN and its environment are not unnoticed. I encourage the new leaders to develop strategies for sustaining the district notable position as an influential society of ICAN. Leading an ICAN district society is both a privilege and sacrifice. It's a privilege as a board member of the executive, the opportunity to positively impact the accounting profession, not only at the district level, but at the national level. The new role of the incoming chairman and the members of the executive are assuming sacrifice. as leadership of the societies of ICAN is purely voluntary service that requires great commitment and selflessness on the part of the executive members. This issue of sacrifice is critical. Why it is voluntary? And one of the resilience of this institute, the council, and this society executive, I essentially three. Nobody gives you even sitting around. You are not there to share contracts. You are not there to share employment slots. So you have to make the money in earning your livelihood, and then you deploy it in the interest of the institute, in the interest of the profession, and you also sacrifice your time. Some of you here might be in their office, but for the sake of the institute, they are here. So this is the issue of sacrifice I'm talking about. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is noteworthy that ICAN has submitted district societies in 36 states of the Federation, including the Federal Capital Territory and 5 international districts in the UK, USA, Canada, Malaysia, and the Cameroon. One of the major responsibilities societies are saddled with is advocating and enhancing accountability and transparency in their various jurisdictions. They also mentor prospective chartered accountants accordingly in their jurisdictions. In the instrumentality of the Catch Them Young program, they are also responsible for embarking on various forms of corporate social responsibilities and capacity building. I wish particularly to emphasize to Mr. Okunade in his this opportunity is an avenue to contribute your quota towards making ICAN the preferred professional accounting organization to potential members and their award. Without a doubt, the efforts of ICAN societies in advancing accuracy and integrity would add up to positively impact the economy as a whole. Nigeria's current prevailing economic situation is well known. Our national situation is an opportunity for leaders with clear vision to showcase their problem-solving capability by producing quality results. One of the lingering effects of the coronavirus pandemic is its adverse effect on revenue generation opportunities of organizations, both in public and private sector. As world economies and businesses gradually recover from the pandemic, there is great expectation that chartered accountants will play central role in the recovery process. We are expected to weigh in on the unpleasant economic situation and steer the economy to prosperity and sustainability. It is in this peculiar and testing setting that Mr. Okunade and his team would work. I, however, have no doubt that they would build on the solid foundation already laid and even exceed expectations. At the end, the success of your tenure will be adjudged by the extent to which we have been able to influence every member in pursuing a common goal for the district, the accounting profession, in the environments you serve. Like the wise Lao Tzu say, a leader is best when people barely really exist. When his work is done, his aim fulfilled, they will say, we did it ourselves. Let me also state that the Institute will continue to provide the necessary support for all its districts and its members. ICAN districts are closest to grassroots, and they are instrumental in taking the brilliant initiatives of the Institute to every part of the country. With a clear-cut vision of producing world-class chartered accountants, the national body has prioritized investing in members' value through provision of technical assistance that will equip them with the skills required for the present and future. We are seeking the satisfaction of stakeholders, most especially our members. I encourage the new executive of this district to join forces with the Institute's national headquarters to work towards the realization of this objective. professional ladies and gentlemen, I wish to formally invite all our members to the 52nd Annual Accountants Conference scheduled to hold between October 10 and 14, 2022. The conference theme is Nigeria Adopting Sustainability for Economic Prosperity. I encourage the lead executive of the districts to mobilize members to participate and prepare to excel in the various district competitions scheduled for the conference. So, Nigeria is a first sector. We expect to see the largest contingent. And I'm sure my IDP and my boss and friend will see to that. I would also like to add one thing, that the institute is in the process of establishing a convention center. Why? We do not, when the conference moved to Abuja, everything used to be done in Abuja Sheraton. With time, we now find out the facilities in Abuja Sheraton is grossly inadequate. We have to look for technical sessions to ICC. Now, I don't know who owns Sheraton now, but I learned it has changed hands several times that Marriott is famous their own. But we don't have problem with that. They are businessmen, they want to make money. But in the case of ICC, it belongs to the government. What for any reason during the week of the conference, such exigencies present itself, and the federal government wants you that they won't do it. So this is a question that I don't have an answer, but I cannot speculate. There are two things I want to bring to your notice. One, the ICAN membership spend is over 55,000. For any reason, 20,000 decide to attend annual conference. Assuming they will take care of their accommodations. Where are you going to sit there for technical session? Should they decide to attend? We are assuming for now that the COVID-19 has brought it for the utilization of the ICT, and that's why we have virtual meetings. But assuming somebody has never been to Abuja and is a member and want to attend, how are we going to accommodate 10, 15,000 ICAN members out of 55,000 and growing? That is one. Number two, in the years ICAN had been holding the WCOA, Nigeria has never hosted one. And the way we look at it is, the facilities are not there. So for ICAN, or Nigeria, put it that way, Nigeria decides to host it, and they come for due diligence. What are we going to do? We are the giant of Africa, maybe in terms of population. We are also the giant of Africa because we have Nigeria, we have the largest economy in Africa, I think for 3 years running. It is in that light, ICAN is seen with the private sector. ICAN does not have the money to establish, to buy and construct a convention center. As I'm talking to you now, we're in the process of acquiring land for that purpose, and we have all the promises, all the goodwill from the Honorable Minister to grant us that land. That is one. Number two, when the land is square is acquired and all the formalities or the legalities are completed, then we'll sit down and have a meeting with those with the knowledge, cognitive experience, and the interest, and most importantly, with the whole chest to make it a reality. What happened in other countries like Australia, we cannot do of it here because the last Congress, 2018, took place in facilities where the Australian government facilitated or even constructed just enable Australia to host. We cannot dream of that. I hope it will be possible, but we're trying to do our best so that one day we'll tell IFA, please, Nigeria would want to host WCOA. Thank you very much. As I conclude, I recognize all the district dignitaries, families, friends, and colleagues of the chairman and the other executive members for attending this occasion. Once again, I congratulate Mr. Okunade and his team. I wish you a successful tenure. I don't know how you are going to combine it with the MCC. Because before, I never thought Mr. Okunade is still a chartered accountant. I'm thinking that Okunade is being hired by ICAN to come. So when I saw this, so somebody told me, he's our member, he's educated this year, and now he's even going to the chairman. I said, okay, now can we be, maybe the secretary will be borrowing into the MC. And then you go away from the, you did the running of that particular one, you are vice chairman. So, long live the Kenya Society, long live the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria, and long live the Federal Republic of Nigeria. God bless you. Thank you.